Welcome back to the channel, guys. I figured that it's time to give you another video, and in this one, as you can see from the title and the thumbnail, I'm going to be predicting the Euro 2020 to be played in 2021, of course, due to COVID. Haven't got my hat on today. I thought I'd go for a little swoop. Do you like the swoop? Let me know about the swoop. Drop a like for the swoop. And before we crack on, I must let you know that this video is sponsored by the guys over at So Rare. I'm going to go in depth about that platform in a bit because it's really, really cool if you're into your fantasy football and your management and stuff like that. So stay tuned. But you know what? I think we should just crack on. I'm using my phone here. I'm going to record the screen and put it on the screen and do some editing and stuff. But oh, this is battered. In fact, I have to show you. Rocking an iPhone 8. So quite old. But in the last month, it's just gone to pot. The back is quite good. I've got a little magnet on there for the car. But if you can see there, it took a bad hit there and a bad hit there. It's not great, people. The case I've got is completely battered too. So thank you So Rare for sponsoring this video. I'm going to go and buy a new phone. Nice one. And because this is sponsored, I've got some funds to give to you guys as well, right? So I'm going to be predicting the groups to start. If I get any of those groups wrong, I'm going to be giving away, I don't know, should we do £50? Yeah, I think we should. £50 Amazon gift cards. I'm putting it on the line. If I get any of the groups wrong in the order, I'll give away £50. The way you could do that is simply follow me over on Twitter. I'll be announcing when I get a group wrong. Instructions to get involved will be on those tweets as well. So if I get any wrong, I'll tweet it out. All you got to do right now is follow me over there. So head on over. Chop, chop. Whew, just got very hot. It's very hot here in England right now. And I've had to shut the window up here. I think it's time for some aircon because obviously we've insulated it massively. Because we're a cold country, normally. Should we just crack on? All right, first up, we've got Group A. It's Switzerland, Turkey, Wales, and Italy. Now, I think this is quite obvious who's going to come top. Italy in really, really good form right now. I'm half Italian, or I like to think so. I've actually got one of my Italy shirts here. Unfortunately, Francesco Totti is not playing. If he was, Italy would win the Euros. They could do it. They could. I think there might just be a couple of teams ahead of them. But as far as this group goes, got to be winners, isn't they? So I'm going to whack Italy at the top. Now, ahead of this, I've been checking out some other prediction videos and just wanted to align my predictions with theirs, just to see if I'm a little bit crazy. And it turns out I am, because nobody I've watched is backing Wales right now. You've got to back your home nations, guys. That's right, I'm whacking Wales straight into second there, because I don't have a reason. Gareth Bale, during his spell with Spurs, the most goals in the Premier League per minute. They've got a world-class player there with other very, very, very good players in the team. It seems like nobody's backing Wales. I am, so Wales, come on, do it for your boy, because otherwise I'm going to have to give 50 quid away. Into third, I'm going to go with Turkey. They're a pretty strong side. Looking back at the matches, they've had some fantastic results. They've had some quite questionable ones as well, and I don't know if that's because they're resting players and trialing new players. I don't know. It was a toss-up between Wales and Turkey. I'm just going to edge towards Wales, and that's why they went in second. So Turkey third, and then unfortunately Switzerland, they're going to go into fourth. So that is my Group A. If that is spot on, I've saved myself some money. If it's not, I will be giving away 50 quid as an Amazon gift card to one of you guys. Next up, we move on to Group B. Russia, Viva la Belgique, Denmark, and Finland. Apologies for any of those accents there. Now, according to FIFA rankings, Belgium are ranked number 1, despite, and I say despite, they've never won a European Championship. They've never won a World Cup. Is this the year? Is this the golden era that we talk about? I mean, they've got some fantastic players in their squad throughout. We all know them. Obviously, England have gone through it. We had the Lampards and Gerrards, the Scholes. We had Rooney's up top. You know, we had this fantastic golden era, but we didn't do anything. I feel like Belgium are in a very similar position right now. And to be fair, I can't see anything less than Group B winners. So they are going straight to the top. Who's coming second, though? Because Russia, Denmark, and Finland, out of the three, I do say Denmark could pip it. And when I think about it, Russia have got some decent players in their squad. Probably not as good as Denmark. And then Finland will trail in fourth. So that is my Group B predictions. Belgium, Denmark, Russia, Finland. Okay, next up, we've got Group C. Sorry. North Macedonia will come bottom of this group. Obviously, heroics to get into the Euros. Massive congratulations to them. But I can't see anything other than fourth, unfortunately. Austria, Ukraine, and Netherlands are all much stronger than this side. I mean, I'm being nice, but mugging them off a little bit here. I'm just checking some of their previous results. They just drew against Slovenia in a friendly. Just before that, they beat Germany. How did I not know this? They beat Germany in the World Cup qualifier. They also beat Liechtenstein 5-0, but lost to Romania 3-2. So, fantastic result against Germany. An absolute tanking of Liechtenstein, but to lose out to Romania was a tough one. I mean, I think we've all written them off. Do you know what? I'll give them some respect. Third. We all want to see teams like this do well. So with that in mind, we're going to go Netherlands top. If they don't make it out of this group, then they've had an absolute shocker. Austria slip into second there. What do you think of that? No. Do you know what my problem is? I'm just trying to be different. Obviously, North Macedonia come bottom, but let's just give them a little bit of hope in third, because they can then qualify as well as one of the better third place teams. Yeah, that's me Group C. Another 50 quid given away, isn't it? Group D. Here we go. Ideally, do you know what I want? I want this, then this, then this, then that. That's what I want. Will it happen, though? I mean, it totally could. However, That could happen. Possibly. That could happen. I think a lot of people are saying this will happen. But in reality, I think Scotland are going to give it a go. And I think that's going to happen. I think we're going to get revenge over Croatia. I think England, we say it every year, don't we? This is our best chance. It's the best group of players. But no, really, like, this squad is absolutely stacked in all positions. Someone said it would be a very bad tournament if we don't get to the quarterfinals. I mean, to be honest, if we don't get to the semi-finals, I think it's bad. Let's just go all the way. Let's just bring it home for once, yeah? Obviously, Croatia, World Cup finalists, they've definitely got something about them still. I think this time around, I think England are going to be too much. So England to top the group, Croatia second, Scotland are going to give it a go, and Czech Republic just making up the numbers on this occasion. Sorry, guys. What are we saying now? Group E. We've got Poland, Spain, Sweden, and Slovakia. Okay, well, let's start with Spain. They're going to come top, aren't they? But it's worth noting that this is the first time, I think it's the first time anyway, this is the first time that Spain doesn't have any Real Madrid players in there. None at all. Say nada. Which is mad. But with that in mind, does that show to you how far Real Madrid are sort of dropping? And Barcelona, to be fair to them. Don't think I watched one El Clasico this year. Didn't get excited for it. The two Spanish giants, they don't seem like... I don't think many people fear them anymore. Yeah, as I say, Spain, they should come top of this. And if they don't, well, yeah, there's another 50 quid I'm going to give. Any of these other three teams could get second, but I'm going to go with Poland just to edge it. I feel like Slovakia are going to give it a real good go, and Sweden just one to forget, I think. So that is how my Group E looks. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. I am. And finally, the group everyone is calling the Group of Death. There's always one, isn't there? I'm going to call this the Group of F. Because it's Group F. What do we want? We want this. That's what we want. It's not going to happen. Straight in at fourth. And now we've got to choose between three really, really top sides. Three top sides that you would definitely see in the quarters and the semis. For me, France are the best of the lot there. The players they've got in this squad are fantastic. And I don't know. I don't want to say it. No, I don't want to. I'm not going to say it. You probably know what I was going to say, but I don't want to say it. Germany just seemed to get going and going, didn't they? I'm going to put them in second and then Portugal third. And I think Portugal could get through as a third best team. Just having a little look here. It does say predict the 4 best third place teams. And you're going to see me predict these 4 best third place teams and the rest of the knockout stages after our sponsor, of course. We're going to go to Future Smiv in a hat. Take it away. So as I mentioned before, So Rare have been kind enough to sponsor this video, but what is So Rare? We'll think FIFA meets fantasy football meets Championship Manager. Championship Manager, how old am I? It's a global fantasy football game where you can play with officially licensed digital cards and earn prizes every single week. If you're into your gaming, then you've probably heard of Ubisoft. Yep, they're the ones that are backing this, and there's over 100 trusted football clubs on the site, and they're adding more and more every single month. So how does it work exactly? Well, each player is represented as an NFT, a non-fungible token, and they all sit on the Ethereum blockchain. That might have gone over your head. I'm talking crypto. No, really, I'm actually talking crypto. Cryptocurrency. Now, if you haven't got much knowledge in the crypto space, it's not the end of the world because So Rare makes it so easy to set up. All the basics are there, and then you can focus on collecting digital football cards and or playing them in the fantasy football leagues to earn prizes. How do you earn prizes? Well, each game week you'll be able to enter a team into various different leagues, and this team is a 5-a-side team consisting of 1 goalkeeper, a defender, a midfielder, a striker, and an extra player of your choice. You'll then be able to pick a captain out of those 5 and gain extra points. It's worth noting that each league offers different prize pots, so if your team does the business, you could be earning some decent wonga. When you first get started, you go through an onboarding process, which basically ticks off everything you need to do to set up your club. It helps you kind of get a feel for the site as well, and as you go, you get rewarded with cards to get you started in the game. These are known as common cards. Just having a look here, these are some of the common cards that I picked up. Alexis Sanchez, to be honest, that's not a bad pull. Managed to grab Handanovic as well, and it's worth noting that goalkeepers are actually a lot more rare in this game. They come with a higher price, so if you can get a hold of goalkeepers, you're laughing. Just going to nip onto the transfer market here to show you some of the scarcity of some of the cards. They come in 3 categories. You've got rare, super rare, and unique. So these are some of the rare cards that are available here. If I go onto super rare, they start going up in a little bit more value, and they come with a different colour as well. They're the blue ones. And as I say, the difference between this and fantasy football is that these players are from all over the world and in all different leagues. What I find with fantasy football is after sort of November, December, everyone starts to have a very similar team. Well, with this, the world is literally your oyster. You can get performing players from loads of different countries, and that means not everyone's team is going to be the same. I'm going to click on unique now, and some of these cards here are, out of this world. Let me show you this as well. If you type in verified on the site, these are some of the verified accounts on here. This is Anton Griezmann. Anton Griezmann plays So Rare. And there's an overview of some of his cards. He's got a Hall of Fame there. And this is his best 5. He had 276 points with Lukaku up top. Actually, let's be nosy and have a look at some of his cards. So, I mean, he's active. Literally 14 hours ago, he managed to get Lucas Hernandez. In terms of the points, it's fairly straightforward. They'll get points for things like goals and assists, penalties. For goalkeepers, it'll be clean sheets. Just looking here now, last man tackles for defenders as well. And obviously, there's negative impacts as well. Red cards, own goals, penalties conceded. As you can see, it is quite in-depth. All of the possible scenarios within a game are listed here and what sort of points each player can get. And it's worth noting that all of these scores here are backed by Opta as well. Now, see, the European leagues have all come to an end now, but they do cover things like the J League, the K League, MLS. So with that in mind, I have entered the team for this game week. At the time recording, it's June 4th to June 8th. This is just before the Euros, of course. Various different leagues. You can go into the Starter Rookie League. You've got the Global All-Star League. There's 4 divisions there, but there's a Global 1 to 23 League as well. And you notice on certain players' cards, it's got a little number 23, which means they're eligible to enter that. They've got a Champion Asia League, the K League and the J League, like I just mentioned. As I say, loads of different leagues. I've actually entered the Global All-Star to start. Now, it's worth noting there's not too much on this week in terms of games. It's just before the Euros. But I have managed to pull a squad together that should hopefully get me some points and hopefully some prizes as well. In goal, I've got Song Bum Kyun. I actually managed to get him as a common card when I was setting up the club. He's got a game this week, so hopefully he can get a clean sheet. That'd be lovely. Ivan Pillard plays in the Argentine League. Obviously, they're going ahead over there at the moment, so he'll be playing. We've got Mark Anthony Kay. He's got an international for Canada against Aruba, an away game. Canada have been smashing their group over there at the moment, so hopefully he does well. We've got another Canadian up top in Kyle Larin. So this has been brilliant. I'm learning about all these new players. He's a top scorer at the moment, and you'll notice I've got the big C next to him. He is my captain for this one. And lastly, an extra player in Roberto Firmino, a face that we all recognise. He's actually got a World Cup qualifier this week against Ecuador, so for that reason, all of them are in there. They should all be playing, hopefully. And if the points are right, then maybe, just maybe, in my first week, I could be smashing it. Obviously, I've gone for that strategy about getting points now, but you can look to maybe get some cards in that aren't playing at the moment. They might come up at a cheaper price as well, but you might sort of be getting them ready for when the European leagues return. It's worth noting that there will be a Euros league as well, so any players on here that are involved in that will be getting points too. Now, when you get a card, it's all verified on the blockchain. It's yours, and they are actually transferable to different sites. You've got the So Rare website, but you can also head over to other websites where these cards are used as well. One Shot League is one for other tournaments and leagues. So Rare Data is another one. Great website for seeing all the stats and upcoming games and the likeliness for these players to start and get points. And then there's other websites like So Rare Mega and So Rare Brag. Now, if this sounds like something that you could get into, please use my link in the description below. Sign up via that. Purchase 5 cards on the transfer market, more specifically the new signings market. You can pick up some right bargains there. And then from there, you'll be gifted a rare card. Obviously, you're going to go through your onboarding process as well and get common cards in as well. All of these can be used to collect or earn points on the fantasy football side of things. So, my friends, is sorare.com. As I say, if you want to get involved, link is in the description below. Hope to see you on there. Thank you, Smiv. Yep, so rare, so good. Back to the video, though. We're going to predict the 4 best third-place teams. Now, this is going to be tough. We've got Turkey, we've got Russia, North Macedonia, Scotland, Slovakia, and Portugal. It's the 4 best third-place teams. It's not the best third-place team, because otherwise we'd be saying Portugal. They get straight through. But their performance in their group might not be as good as someone else's. I see third-place teams generally getting a win and a draw. Let's have a little look. Let's go through. Turkey, can they beat Italy? Don't think they'll get a win there. Could they draw against Wales? Possibly. As for Russia, I can see them beating Finland. Don't think they're going to get anything out of Belgium. Could nick a draw against Denmark. But then thinking about it, second place could actually do the same as well. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss. I feel like a lot of these top teams are going to get 3 wins out of 3, which means all of these teams are going to get beaten. Bottom side, maybe. This is tough. Russia. Okay. North Macedonia. I think I'm going to stick my neck. You could. See, I think I'm actually really struggling here, just scrolling through. I think you could be a third place team if you've got 3 points. You win 1, lose 2, but you score a lot of goals in that other one. And I'm just thinking, North Macedonia, they may lose their other 2. They may lose to. Oh, look at me. I really want them to go through. I think they'll lose to Netherlands. I think Austria can beat them too, but they could tank. You know, because they do score lots of goals. They could really tank Ukraine. They're a surprise pack. They beat Germany, don't forget. Right, I'm going to do it. They're going to go. North Macedonia are going to be one of the best ones, okay? Out of the 6 groups, they're going to be one of the 4. With that in mind, Portugal. Will they beat Hungary? Yes. Can they beat Germany? I think there could be a draw to be had there, so they could get potentially 4 points. So I am going to put Portugal through. And if they do get 3 points, I think they could get a lot of goals against Hungary as well. So we're going to put them through as well. Let's have a little look at Scotland. We want them to go through, obviously. I've put them third on hope, haven't I? Czech Republic's still a tough game. Croatia will be tough for them. England will be fiery. I'm going to miss out Scotland on this occasion. I do apologise. Okay, so we're going to leave them out. So it's between Slovakia, Russia, and Turkey. Slovakia could get something out of Poland and Sweden, so definitely Slovakia going in. Which leaves Russia and Turkey. Turkey a good side. They could get something out of Wales. They could get something out of Switzerland. As for Russia, no, I'm going to go Turkey. We're going Turkey. I've predicted the 4 best third-place teams. So the round of 16, the way I've predicted it, is come out as Belgium versus Slovakia. Only one winner there for me. It's going to be Belgium. Then we go on to Italy versus Austria. This is going to be very, very quick here. Obviously, Italy for me, which sees a Belgium versus Italy quarter-final. I'll go on to that in a minute. France versus Turkey. Ta-da, Turkey. France are going in. Croatia versus Poland. That'll be a That'd be a good one. And I will go with Croatia for that. Spain versus North Macedonia. So we're obviously going to go North Macedonia, aren't we? Now, Spain, it's time for you to progress, which sees... Wow. Okay. Not only do we get to see England versus Scotland, in the knockout phase, we get to see England versus Germany. Surely we can't come unstuck at this stage. It's a tough one, obviously, but England, come on. It's coming home. Moving on, we've got Netherlands versus Portugal. Tough one there, but I'm going to go Portugal to pip Netherlands in there. And then Wales versus Denmark. Come on, Wales. I think you can do it. Sod it. We're going to put Wales through. Wales are getting into the quarters. All right, quarter-final time. Belgium versus Italy. Do you know what? I'm going to lean towards Italy. Something's telling me Italy for some reason. We're doing it. We're doing it. Italy. Then it's France versus Croatia. I think only one winner there, France. Spain versus England. Go on. First it's Germany, then it's Spain. We're going to overcome it, and we're going to face up to one of Portugal versus Wales. I think, as Boys to Men said, this is the end of the road. Well, I don't actually think they said this is the end of the road. I think they said now that we've come to the end of the road. But Wales could certainly sing that. Now that we've come to the end of the road. So our semi-finals look like this. It's Italy versus France and England versus Portugal. Do you know what I don't want? An Italy versus England. Not that I'm going to be torn. Obviously, I'm going to be supporting England. But I don't want to see the Italians cry anymore. No more crying, Italy. If anything, it's England that have been crying. Italy have had more success in recent years than England. I think France are going to be far too strong. I think you probably sensed what I was thinking earlier in the groups. I think France are probably going to win this, and I hate to say that, which means I've given away the final. But can England get there on hope? Can they beat Portugal? I think they can. They've got through quite a tricky group. They've beaten Germany. They've beaten Spain. Why can't they beat Portugal? You're going into the final, which means I have it down as a France versus England final. Listen, I've put myself in this position. I didn't want to pick. I don't want to pick, because you know that I think France are probably going to win this. However, this has been played at Wembley, the home of football. We do have the best squad that we've seen for years. The depth. Each position is covered at least twice over. We've got a striker in Harry Kane, who's at the peak of his career, who is absolutely fed up of winning individual awards. He wants to win something. Although his goals and getting to the final could see him get the golden boot in the Euros as well, which means he's just completed it, mate. Do I put my neck on the line and say England are going to beat France? Because I do think France are stronger. Like, France have some outstanding players that are better than some of the players in England. However, as a squad, I think England are more solid throughout. So have I just lent towards England? I think I might have. Ladies and gentlemen, picking up my phone. England. I hope so. I really hope so. I've just convinced myself England are going to win Euro 2020. Obviously to be played in 2021. That was fun. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know your predictions in the comments below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter as well, because I'll be posting out every time I get a group wrong. I'll be giving away a £50 gift card. You've simply got to be in it to win it. And so have England. But also, there's an argument out there for North Macedonia. Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you drop a like on the video. Don't forget the link in the description for So Rare as well. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.